Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile2708 back again with another video. Unexpected pickups video, this one, guys. Someone through the Facebook group for the Horror Asylum got in touch with me late Thursday, I think it was, and said, big fan or follower of your channel, however you want to phrase it. I'm having a bit of a clear out of all of my horror stuff at the minute, having a bit of a declutter. I've got some DVDs and a couple of collectible items. If you're interested, let me know. Do you a really good price on them? So I messaged him back, got some photos, etc. Some really nice stuff, and I was like, yeah, potentially interested. Throw me a price and we'll see what we can sort out. So he come back to me with some prices. Did me a really good deal, actually, across all of the DVDs and a couple of the collectible items that I was interested in. And because he doesn't drive and wasn't able to deliver them across to me, he said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll knock you a tenner off as well if you want to pop across and collect them, which I did. So I had a bit of time to myself yesterday, so popped across. Chap's name is Rich, so many thanks, Rich, for your continued support on the channel, and many thanks for getting in touch and doing me such a superb deal on all of these items. And I know we're currently messaging between us at the minute with a couple more items that you're looking to sell as well. So hopefully be back in touch and see you again soon. So many thanks, Rich. Very much appreciated. And for everybody else, let's share this superb haul that Rich very kindly sorted me a cracking deal on. So I'll tell you up front, guys, the price that I paid for everything was £30. So that's, let's have a look, 4 collectible items and a bag and a half of, I think, 50 plus horror DVDs, including box sets. So yeah, as you can see, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. I was buzzing when I came back yesterday afternoon. I went through video called The Girlfriend, showed her she's into a horror, and she was like, wow, you've got some really good stuff there. So I said, right, I'm going to put my other 2 pickups videos that are overdue now to one side, and I'll share this this awesome haul with everybody on today's pickups video. So without further ado, I shall share with you the collectible items first, and then we'll move on to the big bag and a half of horror DVDs as well. So, right, let me just have a slurp ski. This may or may not be a long one with it with it being over 50 DVDs, but I'll try not to spend too long waffling about them or getting sidetracked with other stories. And you know, I'll show you the DVDs, etc. And then obviously later on down the line with my new mini review series that I've started putting up. You know, if they're ones that I haven't seen before and I think they might be interesting for a 5-minute movie review, then they'll go on there in due course. So, oh, coffee, lovely. Right. First collectible item, guys, we have, there you go, how cool is that? Now I'm struggling to fit all of that in. It's kind of like a thickish card, this one, but it relates to the other item that I've got here as well. This is probably, what would you say, A3 or A2, not too sure which one, but this one's going to get framed up and put up in here in the movie room. So some great iterations of Jason over the years. Obviously you got Pamela Voorhees in the middle there, And then very bottom corner here, obviously you've got the Friday the 13th logo and a bit of Crazy Ralph. So there you go. But yeah, really chuffed with that one. So that's definitely going to get framed and hung up on the wall. So that was the first item, guys. And the next one, like I say, this next one relates to what I've just shown you. There you go. And this is like it's a really thick card, this one. So that's either going to go up here in the movie room or it's going to go in my living room. So, you know, if I do a little tour at some point of my living room setup, you'll see in there I've got a big Terrifier canvas. I've got a big They Live, like, is it lithograph? I don't know what the phrase is, but it's a specially commissioned They Live artwork. I've got some lenticular 3D pictures, Jason, Freddy, Chucky, etc. So this may potentially go up in the living room along with those. But yeah, Camp Crystal Lake sign, and it's big, and it says on the back, I don't know if anybody knows anything about that, it says Savaged by Design 2020. So no idea what that refers to. If you do know, guys, then let me know in the comments. But yeah, superb item. So really pleased to add that one into the ever-growing collection. So there we go. That's that one there. Right, let's pop those on the floor out the way. And then we've got two more collectible items. So you can spot the theme here, guys. So next up, there we go. We have a Jason mask. So all distressed, I think the phrase is. But yeah, that's another one that's going to go up on the wall, either here in the movie room or in the living room. Probably in the living room, actually. I might put it next to my either my 3D pictures or my big A2 They Live poster. So there we go. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's like a hard plastic, that one. But yeah, I do like the distressed look on that one. So there we go. That's the mask. And then the other one, I nearly passed this by, but I thought, no, I've got three really nice Friday the 13th items there. So I thought I'm going to give this a good home as well. There you go. Now, if anyone remembers these, I think these might have been either an 80s or a 90s toy. But yeah, these are Mad Balls, I think they're called. But yeah, it's a Jason Voorhees themed Mad Ball. So, like I say, £30 all in for everything here. So, super pleased that this was part of the bundle. So there we go, Mad Balls, Jason Voorhees. Now I'm going to put this down on the floor. We'll see where it rolls to and ends up. Ah, there you go, on the pile. That's not too bad. Right, slurp of coffee, guys, and then we'll get into 50 plus DVDs. So, likewise, grab yourselves a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, or it's the weekend, grab yourself a beer. So, poor old Ghost Lou is in the other room nursing a hangover. I think he had a couple too many, I think, rum and cokes last night. So he's feeling a little bit worse for wear today. So I did give him a little bit of stick for that earlier. So right, DVDs. Right, we'll start onto the smaller bag first. Right, I'm going to stack these up as best as I can, but I might have to have a cheeky pause part way through just to make a bit more room because I'm kind of limited on space. So like I say, this was big bag and a half of horror DVDs. I think, not including the box sets that are in here, there's 50 plus. Now, probably, I think I counted roughly, I've not been, I've not double checked 100%, but I think out of the 50 plus, there's probably around 22 titles that I've already got. But I'm going to double check if they're exactly the same version. If they are the same versions of what I've already got, then I've said to the girlfriend, she can have first refusal on any that she wants for her house, that her and her lad can watch. And anything that she doesn't want, I'll just bag up and donate to one of the local charity shops. So, you know, if you watch my pickups videos, the charity shops are always coming up trumps for me with expanding my my movie collection. So yeah, anytime I double up, which is quite regularly because I don't religiously catalogue everything, but yeah, anytime I double up, then yeah, I donate the extras to the charity shop if they're ones that the girlfriend doesn't want. Anyway, one that I have got, but I think I might be keeping this one. I need to double check my version on the shelf behind, and it is the original Halloween. But this one, guys, if you can see in the top, it's the Red Label Anchor Bay release. So I'm not going to be collecting variants religiously, but if I haven't got the Anchor Bay release already, then I will keep this one within the collection. So there we go, the original Halloween on Red Label Anchor Bay. See on the spine there. There you go, Anchor Bay Red Label. So yeah, the traditional Anchor Bay release was obviously a blue logo with a sailing ship on, but at some point down the line they put these red logos for the horror releases that were coming out. So super happy to grab an Anchor Bay and it being Halloween. Next up, I think I have got the first one of these already, but this one's in a double pack with a slip. So this one will be staying in my collection. And it is Sinister 1 and 2. So there you go, a bit of slippy. But yeah, I've got, I say, Sinister, I think, on the shelf over there. Pretty sure the girlfriend's got the Blu-ray of Sinister. When I spoke to her yesterday, she's going to pass across. So I'll be able to upgrade one of my copies behind from DVD to Blu-ray. But yeah, nice to get that one with the slip cover. So there we go, there's Sinister. Try not to knock my cup of coffee while I'm at it. Definitely a duplicate, this one, so this will be either to the girlfriend or the charity shop. It is Red Dragon, obviously part of the Hannibal series of movies. So this one's a duplicate, so this one will be getting moved on. Next one, I hadn't actually got this one. Now myself and Ghost Lou are off out tomorrow. I think his hangover will be gone by then. So, but this one was on my list for one of the local CXs. So I can now remove that one from the list because it's here. And it's the original 1974 Tobe Hooper classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So absolutely buzzing to get this one back in the collection. One of my... Well, I'm probably going to give a bit of a reveal, actually. So, myself and James, as you know, got together last week, and we've been chatting through ideas for a new series of videos where both myself and James will either be together, sat on the sofa, or we'll do it through StreamYard or Zoom, etc. And we'll talk through different topics, either on a weekly or a fortnightly basis, depending on when we get together. And our first one we're going to do is our top 10 horrors. So, spoiler alert, this one's in my top 10. So, yeah, watch this film probably, I don't know, once, if not twice a year. So, absolutely love it. All-time classic. So, yeah, super pleased to add this one back into the collection. So, and it's the original, uncut, restored and remastered release. So, and that's on the Dark Sky Films In2Film label. So, yeah, looking forward to rewatching that one again very shortly. Next up, one I haven't seen before, but I don't have it in the collection currently. If anyone knows about this one, let me know in the comments if it's any good or not. And it is Ghost Hunters. So this includes, I can read the back of the box, way. It includes Castle Leslie, Ghost Hunters at Work and Phantom Fisherman. So it says it's a series that will make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. It is a series about the unexplained, the real X-Files. So yeah, hopefully it's a decent one, but yeah, we'll give it a go. So Ghost Hunters. Next up, pretty sure this is a duplicate. So I think I'm only missing one in this series of films. So I won't spoil it, but it may or may not be in this bag that I'm sharing with you this afternoon. So, but yeah, pretty sure this one's a duplicate. So Hannibal Rising. So bloody hell, 16, 17 minutes in, and I've still got a huge bag and a bit of DVDs to show you. Next up, don't think I've got this one on the shelf behind. Not 100%. This is the 2018 release of Halloween. I can't remember if I've got this one back yet or not, but if I haven't, it's definitely one I'll keep. I did enjoy this first one. Didn't mind Halloween Kills, the second one. I don't like Halloween Ends, really don't. I've seen it a couple of times now in the hope that it'll grow on me, but after a couple of watches I'm still not a fan. So, but for completeness, I may or may not end up with all three. So certainly if I can find them cheap as chips in charity shops, or you know they're stupidly cheap in CX on DVD, then I will grab all three for completeness. And like I say, hope over time that Halloween Ends grows on me. So there we go. That's the first 2018 Halloween. Talking of Halloween, so I know I've already got a release of this one. I will double check to see if it's exactly the same or if it's a variant. And it is Halloween 2. So that's that one. Pretty sure I've got this one. It does say at the top it's the extended director's cut. So again, I'll double check to see if mine's exactly the same or not. If it is exactly the same, this one will be getting moved on. So there we go. That's the American remake of The Grudge. So there we go. Right, next up, I mean, I don't even know, I wouldn't put this into horror. It'll probably go into my collection, but it's going to go on the shelves to the left-hand side of where I sit, which is where my non-horror stuff sits. You know, my action films, comedies, etc. I'd put this more as a family action film rather than horror. And it is The Mummy Returns. So, can't remember if I've seen this one. I think I probably saw the original Mummy that came out as part of this franchise. But maybe I've seen bits of this one on the telly when it's been shown over the years, but I probably will keep it in the collection and give it a watch at some point, but it certainly will not be sitting in the horror collection. So there we go, that's Mummy Returns. And then next up, another ghost one. This says True Life Experiences, Ghost Stories. Ghosts of the Alamo and Other Haunted Houses, presented by Patrick McNee. So I have no ideas on this one. What does it say? Television International 1998. Only a 45-minute run time. A hotel may be a place of rest for weary travellers, but in hotel hell you might not live long enough to check out. The Wyoming Frontier Prison has been closed for over 15 years, but are the cruel spirits of its former inmates condemned to remain there for all eternity? So, no idea if this is a fictional spoof or if it's documenting real life stories. I have no idea. I mean, it does say at the top there, True Life Experiences. So if anyone has seen this one before, let me know in the comments if it's any good. But yep, I haven't got that one, so I will be giving it a watch at some point. Next one, absolutely buzzing with this one. Absolutely love this franchise. And for me, I had, what was it? I think I had the original one. Was it the original one? Yeah, it might have been the original one on Arrow Blu-ray when I had my collection a couple of years ago, and I think I imported 2, 3 and 4, and I watched them years ago, and I enjoyed all of them, which is very unusual for sequels in a franchise. Normally, as they advance through the sequels, they tend to, not be as good. Companies tend to milk things for, being a cash cow, if you like. But I love all of these, and it is, there you go, the Psycho Collection 1 to 4. So super happy to get this one. So they've all got Anthony Perkins in, if I recall. Obviously the original Alfred Hitchcock from 1960, isn't it? I think it is. Psycho. So I haven't got any of the Psycho movies in my collection since I started recollecting at the beginning of the year. So to be able to get all 4 movies in one hit, I was absolutely buzzing with. So super happy to add that one into the collection. And the last one in this particular bag, and then I think we'll have a cheeky pause while I rearrange my little table in front of me, and we can start into the next bag then. So again, absolutely buzzing that this box set was in here, and again it's Anchor Bay, and it is the Evil Dead trilogy. So absolutely buzzing that is that the right way? No, I can't tell. I've got the reverse facing camera on this, so but yeah, absolutely buzzing that this trilogy was included as part of the stuff that that Rich was looking to move on. Obviously you've got Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, and you've got a 4th disc in there which is a bonus disc. And this looks to be a limited edition release because it's got a number on the back. This one being 38,489. So there you go. For those of you that like to see what's on the discs, then there we go. That's that one. Say I think I've only got Evil Dead. I think I picked it up on 4K, obviously because that's part of the Nasties collection. But I hadn't re-brought Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness since I'd been recollecting. So to get it as part of the trilogy box set from Anchor Bay, I was absolutely buzzing. So there we go. There's the Evil Dead trilogy. Right, that's that one. Right, we'll have a cheeky pause, guys, and I'll be back with you in 2 ticks once I've cleared a bit of space on the table and had a slurp of coffee. So, back in a minute. Right, welcome back, guys. So, cleared a bit more space on my table. So, let's crack straight into the huge ass bag that's next to me. So, I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. So, certainly some quality items that I've managed to pick up so far, and the goodness carries on throughout this bag. So first up, guys, Peter Jackson's Brain Dead. So I think I've only ever watched this once. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Total gore fest of a movie. But it was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I'm guessing, that I watched it. So I am long overdue a rewatch. So this one's definitely going on the short list to rewatch very shortly. So there we go, there's Brain Dead. Next one, not too sure if I've got this one already. I've got a feeling I have, but after this video I'm going to go through all of the shelves and sort out what's keeping and what's being donated. So there we go, Bruce Willis's Sixth Sense. So that's probably a phrase Ghost Lou couldn't say last night after several rum and cokes. So there we go, Sixth Sense. Next up, definitely got this one. I think I might have the DVD release on the shelf behind, and I've got the 4K release to the side here, but this might be a variant that I'm keeping because it's one of those films that I absolutely love, and you can see at the top it says, what is it, the version you've never seen. So might be a variant of what I've already got. So if it is, it'll be staying in the collection. So the 1973 classic, The Exorcist. So another heads up, the series that myself and James will be doing. One of the episodes is going to be movies from the year of our births, which will be quite an interesting one because I think James said he turns 30 this year and I'm 51. So I was born in 1973, which is when this movie came out. So that title will definitely be featuring in mine and James's chat. So there we go, The Exorcist. Absolutely phenomenal film. One I've never heard of before, but it's got a really nice slip. So there you go, that gets a bonus point from me already. No idea anything about it, but let's have a, there you go, a bit of slippy. So, Awoken, pretty cool cover, but, you know, I've been caught out. Well, I wouldn't say I've been caught out, but certainly over the years, I've learned my lesson from buying movies just because they've got a cool cover. So, you know, 90% of the shite in the likes of Morrison's and Asda when they were selling physical media and Poundland and whatever, they had some pretty cool covers, but 90% of the movies were absolutely terrible. So, but I don't mind a terrible movie. So we shall see whereabouts this one falls. So this is Awoken. Let's have a look what it says. So it's a Cert 15, infrequent, very strong language, strong threat, violence and suicide scenes. A young medical student attempts to cure her brother from a terminal sleep illness called fatal familial insomnia. So, where you are unable to sleep until you die. On her quest to help him, a more sinister reason for his condition is revealed, and it becomes clear that she and everyone around her are in grave danger. Okay, that's the same. It'll be worth a watch. So, there we go, there's Awoken. Next one, I have got the first one of these on DVD on the shelf behind, but we now have the trilogy box set of The Omen. So, There we go. So again, the original Omen, potentially being one of my top 10 movies of all time. Spoiler alert. There's going to be no point me and James doing this top 10 because by the time I've finished going through this bag, I'll have revealed half of what my top 10 horror movies of all time is. So, right, I won't say any more on that anyway. So, Omen trilogy. Obviously, the original Omen, Damien Omen 2, and Omen 3, The Final Conflict. So, in fact, seeing this Omen, that reminds me, I do want to pick up the Exorcist box set when I can. Absolutely loved Exorcist 3. Absolutely superb movie, that one. So that's definitely one that I need to re-grab at some point where I can. So there we go, Omen trilogy. No idea on this one. I've definitely not seen it before. I do remember it coming out at the time. I think it was a mid-90s movie, maybe? I don't know, something in the back of my mind says mid-90s. Oh, there you go, on the back it says 1994 Columbia Pictures. So that's a good memory, seeing as I've never seen it before, but it is Wolf with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer in it. So no idea on that one. If anyone watching this is a fan of Wolf, then let me know what I'm in for in the comments. Obviously, spoiler free, please. So, there we go. Wolf. Next up, again, another one I think I've already got. I think this is, again, the American release. And it is The Grudge 2. So, and I've definitely got the first one. I've got a feeling I picked up the second one across the charity shops when I saw it. So, again, double check after this one. But pretty sure I haven't got The Grudge 3. So, no idea. I don't even think I've seen this one before. I know I've seen obviously the Japanese Grudge, and I've seen the Grudge 1 and 2 American releases, but I don't recall seeing the Grudge 3 before. So whether it's one of those sequels you really wish they hadn't made, if it's that bad, or hopefully it's half decent, so we shall see. But yeah, from Ghost House Pictures, the makers of 30 Days of Night and The Grudge, comes the next instalment in the Grudge series. So, there we go, Grudge 3. So, right, where are we? Oh, God. Next one, not fussed on this one at all, so we'll skip past that. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. Pretty sure I've got both of these, but I don't have it on this double DVD release, so this is one that I will be keeping, and it's the Gremlins collection. So obviously Gremlins 1 and 2. So super happy to grab that one. So there we go. But yeah, the original Gremlins and Gremlins 2 new batch. So, oh, there you go, and it's on 2 separate discs as well. So there we go, that's that one. And again, pretty sure I've got this one on the shelf behind, but absolute all-time classic movie, this one. Again, this is another, not in my top 10. I did say I'd stop saying about top 10s, but I am just stating this isn't in my top 10 of all time. But it is a film that I do rewatch regularly, so absolutely fantastic movie with Christian Bale, isn't it? Is it Christian Bale? Patrick Bateman, there you go, Christian Bale, yeah, it is. But yeah, absolutely fantastic, brutal movie. If you've never read the book, guys, the book is 100 times more graphic and brutal than this movie. So if you're into your books and you haven't read it, Bret Easton Ellis's American Psycho is a fantastic read. if you can stomach it. So I absolutely loved it, and I do really enjoy this movie as well. So there we go, American Psycho. One that's definitely a duplicate, so I think the girlfriend might already have this one as well. So this will potentially just be getting passed on to the local charity shop. So 30 Days of Night, probably one of my favourite modern day vampire movies. Again, if you haven't seen it, guys, it's amazing, absolutely superb watch with the lovely Melissa George in. So I think this one, if I remember rightly, was supposed to have the comic. My version behind's got the little comic book in there. But yeah, there you go, 30 Days of Night. Alright, let me just have a quick slurp ski. Right. Next up, now funnily, I've seen this quite a few times locally in the charity shops, but it's one I've always passed by. But I am going to give it a watch and see. I remember seeing it in the shops years ago, out on VHS as well. But again, always passed it by at the time. And it is Mel Gibson Signs. So if anyone is a fan of this one, let me know in the comments. Like I say, never seen it before, so but getting it as part of this bundle from Rich, then it's definitely at least going to be a one-time watch. So I will check it out and see if it's a keeper or a donator. So similar to Clint, Retro Rewind with his Master System collection. Does it go back up on the shelf or does it go out the window? Similar thing with these ones. So there we go, there, Signs. Check out Clint's channel actually, guys. Shout out. Great YouTuber, really nice, friendly, down to earth. He does the vlogs. He does the Hit Squad, I think it is, on a Sunday, and the Master System 10-minute teaser or whatever on a Tuesday. So fantastic channel. One I always try and watch his videos same day that he puts them up, or within a couple of days, depending how busy I am. But yeah, fantastic YouTuber, guys. Go check him out. Right, I mentioned this franchise earlier, and we've now got the third one that I've shown in that franchise. Obviously not the third one in order, but yeah, Hannibal. So definitely got that one. So that one's being donated in one direction or another. A horrible CEX reprinted cover. Ain't doing it. Even if it's a cheap DVD, I'm not buying reprinted covers. So 28 weeks later, probably the 4th or 5th copy of this that I've had since I've been recollecting movies since the start of the year. So I think I've picked it up accidentally 3 or 4 times on DVD from charity shops, thinking I hadn't got it, and then recently I picked up the Blu-ray edition from Susie over at Horror Asylum. So this one will definitely be getting moved on. So 28 weeks later, Hannibal franchise, Silence of the Lambs, obviously the original MGM release. So absolutely, I mean, I love the Hannibal franchise, absolutely superb, with Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. But yeah, absolutely superb, really enjoy it. So, but again, I think I've already got this one on the shelf behind. So, Silence of the Lambs. God, that pile, I'm going to have to pause again in a minute, guys. So, now this one was on my list to pick up in one of the local CEXs tomorrow. But again, getting it as part of the bundle from Rich, that's another one I can remove off the list. And it is A Quiet Place. I saw this one in the cinema a few years ago when it came out. Absolutely loved it. Haven't got it back in the collection since I've started recollecting again. And it is one that's going to go on the pile to rewatch shortly. So fantastic film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So there we go. There's A Quiet Place. Right, finishing off the Hannibal franchise, and this was the one that I was missing, and it is, there we go, Manhunter. So special edition, it says at the top there. Let's have a look. So based on Thomas Harris's first story of Hannibal Lecter, Red Dragon, Manhunter introduced this popular character to an unsuspecting public. It remains a cult classic and is considered the most prominent landmark in man's career. So this is a 2-disc version. So disc 1 has the theatrical version and disc 2 is the remastered director's cut. So yep, pleased that I've now been able to complete the Hannibal franchise. So there we go, there's Manhunter. Try not to knock this stack over. Next one I haven't seen before, but it's got a slip. Looks absolutely mint condition as well. And it is There Will Be Blood. So like I say, never seen this one before. But we have a bit of slippy. What does it say on the back? Uncompromising, intelligent and searing cinema. This may be a masterpiece. The battle forms the centre of a scary, darkly comic oh my god, I can't talk. Darkly comic historical journey into an abyss of madness. A dark, uncompromising film, thrillingly original and distinctive, with a visionary passion. A movie against which all directors and all moviegoers will want to measure themselves. And it's got various awards on the back for Daniel Day-Lewis Best Actor, Best Director Paul Thomas Anderson, and again another BAFTA Best Actor Daniel Day-Lewis. So yeah, if anyone has seen this before, let me know in the comments if it's one you think I'll enjoy. So that's that one. Just trying to work out if it is a horror. I mean, it doesn't necessarily scream horror to me from the cover, but it's got the word blood in, I guess, so who knows. But yeah, There Will Be Blood. Next up, definitely one I've got on the shelf behind, so this one will be being moved on in one form or another, and it is Peter Jackson's The Frighteners. Again, I've seen a few people on YouTube movie channels talking about this one recently. I haven't seen it for donkey's years, so again, this one's going to get taken off the shelf. Well, not this particular one, because this one will be moved on, including its horrible CX sticker at the bottom. But yeah, I'll be taking my one off the shelf and having a rewatch of that one very shortly. So there we go, there's The Frighteners. And again, another one I'm really pleased to have been able to grab. There you go. And it's Magic. So this is a horror from the late 70s, I think it was, maybe 1977. Not 100% sure. I did have this one when I had my collection a couple of years ago. I think mine was the second sight Blu-ray release, if I recall. Unless I got it as an import Blu-ray, but I definitely had it in the collection. Only ever seen it once before, but I do remember thoroughly enjoying it. So to be able to get the DVD release of this one again, I was super chuffed. So there we go. There's Magic with a nice creepy ass ventriloquist dummy on the front. So yep, looking forward to giving that one a rewatch very shortly. Right, and this. Look at that. Ash versus Evil Dead, the complete series. So this is seasons 1 to 3. So again, this one's been on my my list to re-grab later. Well, not later on down the line, but it's been on my list to grab for a long time. kicking myself probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago. In fact, James's Cash Generators had it on a Blu-ray box set, and I think they were wanting £12 for it at the time. I think it's over double that now on Blu-ray. So really kicking myself, I didn't grab it because I absolutely loved this TV series. But say now I'm primarily recollecting DVD. I'm not OCD about Blu-rays and 4Ks. As long as I've got it in the collection, I'll quite happily watch a DVD release of something and thoroughly enjoy it for what it is. Don't get me wrong, you know, I will be picking up the odd Blu-ray and the odd 4K, but by and large, I'm more than happy with DVD. So there we go. There's Ash vs Evil Dead Complete Seasons 1 to 3. And again, if you've never seen it, guys, and you love Bruce Campbell's humour, wholeheartedly recommend it. I binge watched this originally. I think it was on Virgin Catch Up. I binge watched it and I absolutely loved it. The Ash vs Evil Dead, you know, the Evil Dead humour, Bruce Campbell's comedy, etc., comes across really well across the 3 seasons. And it's gory as fuck. It's brilliant. If you haven't seen it, guys, please do make the time to check it out. So there we go. Ash vs Evil Dead. Another one, pretty sure I've got this one on the shelf behind. So this one will be being moved on. And it is the superb 28 Days Later. There we go. Nothing more to say on that one. Everybody knows 28 Days Later. I don't know if this is... Yeah, I think this might be an American remake, I think. Similar to The Grudge and The Ring. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing the Asian cinema version of this one. But yeah, this is the American remake, which I haven't seen before, I don't think, called Shutter. So... if anyone has seen this this particular remake, well, I'm guessing it's a remake. But if anyone has seen this one, let me know in the comments if it's one you enjoyed or not. So, pretty cool cover. But again, we don't get carried away by covers, do we? So, there we go. There's Shutter. Another duplicate. So, I actually picked this one up probably only a week or so ago. But it is the legendary, the best werewolf movie, in my opinion, ever made. And it is American Werewolf in London. So, heads up as well, guys. If you haven't seen the announcement, NECA are releasing a couple of the American Werewolf in London characters as figures coming up. So... I spoke to James about this the other day. Obviously, you can see Predator on the shelf behind, and you might be able to see, I think, what's his name? David Plays Retro Games Badly was taking the mick out of me when I showed the Predator figure, saying that's going to be a rabbit hole that you're disappearing down. So if you can see on the shelf next to Predator, Freddy Krueger NECA figure. So that's one that... James had got that he was looking to move on, so I brought that one from him recently, and I may or may not have another NECA figure due from James very shortly. So as predicted, I'm disappearing headfirst down that rabbit hole. So, but yeah, anyway, American Werewolf in London. If you haven't seen the NECA announcement, guys, have a look at the 2 figures on there. So looks absolutely superb. And ones I may or may not be getting into the collection at some point down the line. So, there we go. American Werewolf in London. Right, next up, 2 duplicates. Pretty certain. Again, I'll double check the shelves just to make sure, but I think I've already got these ones. So, we have the Babadook. Not everybody's cup of tea. I didn't mind it, to be fair. So... I'd say it's a semi-decent horror. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. A lot of people find the little kid in it irritating as fuck. But you know, as a film in its own right, I didn't mind it. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. So there we go. There's the Babadook. And again, I'm pretty sure this is the edition that I've got on the shelf behind. So it's the 2-disc collector's edition of Jaws. So this is the 30th anniversary special edition containing over 3 hours of bonus material. So say I'm probably, I don't know, 75-80% sure that this is the release that I've got on the shelf behind. So again, if I have got that one, then that one will be moving on accordingly. Right, my table is full again, guys. I've got one more pile to show you. So again, bear with me 1 second while I have a cheeky pause, clear a bit of space, and I'll be back with you in 2 ticks of a lamb's tail. Right, welcome back to the very last part, guys. There's probably a dozen or so more to share with you. So I haven't done too bad, to be fair. So I showed James a picture of the big haul that I got when I came back yesterday, and he jokingly said, "Oh, that's going to be a 3-hour long video." So 51 minutes. So this may be just over an hour in the end. So that's not bad considering there's probably 50 to 60 DVDs along with the display pieces that I showed at the start. So, slipcover. We have Insidious, Last Key. So, one I enjoyed. This is the 3rd one in the franchise. So, I don't think at the minute I might have the 1st Insidious, but not the 2nd. So, I'm going to have an exercise in the week. Obviously not on the treadmill. There you go. Bad dad joke. Apologies. Yeah, I'm going to have a look through my horror collection so far. Make a note of any gaps for particular movies that I'm missing, and you know, I'll see if I can either find them locally in charity shops, or I'll order a chunk every now and again from the likes of Music Magpie and We Buy Books and whatever online, where you can get them for like £2.50 or whatever, including postage. So I'll try and fill in any gaps for ones that I'm missing. So, but yeah, 3rd one in the franchise for Insidious. So The Last Key. Like I say, a bit of slipping. So, yeah, pleased to get that one. So, franchise that I'm looking forward to rewatching through from the start very shortly. I can't remember if this is another copy of one I showed earlier or just one that I haven't shown. Got a feeling there might have been one already. But yeah, Red Dragon, part of the Hannibal series, one I've already got. So, movie that I've never seen. I think it was quite a popular one when it came out. It is Hollow Man. So I think this might have had a VHS release. I can't remember what year this one came out. No, can't see anything. Oh, it says Columbia Pictures 2000, so it might have been 2000 that it came out. I thought it was a little bit earlier than that, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, if anyone's seen Hollow Man, let me know in the comments if it's any good and it's one you think I'll enjoy. So, Super Bit. So again, I've never seen that company before. I don't know, maybe different distributors picked this one up. But yeah, that's the Super Bit release of Hollow Man. One of my all-time favourites. Definitely got this one on the shelf. It is the absolutely superb horror comedy with Shaun of the Dead. So good old Simon Pegg. So mine and Ghost Lou's favourite horror comedy. One we rewatch regularly. So there we go. That's Shaun of the Dead. Again, that will be getting donated to the girlfriend and her lad if she hasn't already got it. I've got a feeling she might. If not, charity shop. So first one, I showed the Mummy Returns previously. So this is the original Mummy. Again, that one will get chucked on the action and comedy shelf to the other side of the movie room, and I'll rewatch that one at some point. Again, probably one I've seen on the telly bits of when I've been channel hopping over the years, but I don't think it's one I've actually sat down and watched all the way through from start to finish. So there we go, there's the Mummy. Christian Bale again. Obviously we've shown American Psycho. Now this is one that I haven't seen before, but I am intrigued to watch it. And it is The Machinist. So, anyone seen it? Let me know in the comments. It says, how can you wake from a nightmare if you're not asleep? Fight Club meets Memento. Gripping The Machinist is set to be a cult classic. So this is a tartan video release. But yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. Again, this one's going to go towards the top of the pile to watch shortly. And with it not being one that I've seen before, it'll probably be one that I do a 5-minute movie review for. If you haven't seen my first one that I put up the other day, guys, please check it out. That was Ghost Watch from 1992. Some good comments on that one, so thank you for everybody that that checked out that 5-minute movie review. I watched a movie last night, which was one I hadn't seen before, so that's one that will be coming up for a 5-minute movie review later on in the week, so watch this space. But yeah, there we go, there's The Machinist. This one I think got terrible reviews. I stayed clear of it, never seen it before, but now I've got it as part of the collection through this this nice haul from Rich. It is one that I'm going to give at least one watch to, and it is Slenderman. So I seem to remember it being slated at the time, always one I stayed clear of, but you know, it's here now. I'll give it a watch. So there we go, there's Slenderman. Probably, let's have a look, 2018 this one come out, 1 hour and 29 minutes, so it's probably an hour and a half of my life that I'm never going to get back, but we'll give it a go. Next up, absolutely buzzing to get this one. This was on my list either to pick up off eBay when I could, or to pick up from a local CX if I can find it on my travels, but I don't need to now because it's now in my collection. And it is H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator, obviously Jeffrey Combs. So I've got a canvas in this of this one in my living room, so pretty much this exact same scene. So massive fan of the original Reanimator. This is the 2-disc collector's edition. So it says packed with exclusive bonus features, including the all-new 70-minute documentary Reanimator Resurrectus, and, which I hadn't noticed, it's Anchor Bay. So Anchor Bay's back on my radar. I've been watching a new channel. I apologise if I get your name wrong, but I will put a link in the description. I think it's called, is it Splatter Plastic or something like that, but check out the description, guys, for a link to Tin Man's channel. Primarily he puts up vinyl soundtrack videos, but amongst it, you know, he's a big physical media collector, and similar to me, primarily he's DVD. So I've been watching a lot of his physical media collecting videos of late, and he did one. He's a big Anchor Bay collector, so I don't know if that's one you've noticed on your travels, Tin Man. So yeah, let me know in the comments. But yeah, super happy to grab that one. And like I say, if you're into your movie pickups videos, your vinyl soundtracks and the like, then he's a brilliant watch. Really good. Even some of his longer videos I'll put on and just sit down and binge watch. Thoroughly enjoyed, and a channel that I do recommend, guys. So I'll show you all the special features there if you want to give it a pause and a zoom in. So yeah, absolutely buzzing to get this one back. Over 3 hours of special features. So there we go, Reanimator. Another one I'm glad to get. So this was on my CEX list to grab at some point. And it is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So again, I've not seen this one for absolutely donkey's years. This is the one with Dennis Hopper, oddly, as the good guy in this one. But yeah, so I haven't seen this for a number of years. So yes, super happy to grab this one. This is is it MGM? Yeah, the MGM release. Got the movie and then special features, original theatrical trailer, interactive menu screens and chapter selections. And it's the widescreen edition. So yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Another one that's a long overdue rewatch. So yeah, that one's going on the pile to watch again very shortly. Next one, I think I've only ever seen this one once before, but it is one that I want to rewatch again. And it is Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate. So any fans of this one, let me know in the comments. I don't really recall too much about it. I'll have to double check on my Letterboxd what the rating was when I watched it all those years ago. I think it was one that I fairly enjoyed. It certainly doesn't jump out at one that I hated at the time. So yeah, Devil's Advocate. Any fans of this one, let me know. This one, I had a laugh with the girlfriend about this one yesterday. We've probably seen this 30, 40 times in the charity shops across all of the Northeast since I've been recollecting at the beginning of the year. And it is Leonardo DiCaprio in Shutter Island. I don't think I've seen it before, so it's come as part of this bundle. So I am going to put it on and give it a watch. If anyone knows anything about this one, if you're a fan of it, yeah, let me know in the comments. So Shutter Island, it was going to make its way into my collection at some point down the line. It was destined. And then the last one to finish, guys, a box set. Again, super happy with this one. And it is the 3-movie collection for The Ring. So obviously you've got Rings, The Ring 2 and the original Ring. So I think these are they're the American remakes. I've got a feeling I've got one out of the 3 on the shelf behind. So yeah, always nice to add a box set into the collection. So there we go, and there's the back of the box for those of you that like to see that. So yep, super happy to add that one. Like I say, I think I've only got one of them, so 2 more additions through this box set for the collection. And there we go, guys. 1 hour and 4. And obviously, you know, I've tried to rattle through as quick as I can. But yeah, 50 to 60 DVDs. The Crystal Lake big cardboard wooden sign. The Friday the 13th poster that's going to get framed. The Jason mask that's going to get hung up on the wall. And the cool little Mad Balls Jason Voorhees. So absolutely superb haul. Probably one of my favourite hauls so far this year. So many thanks to Rich, who's on the Horror Asylum Facebook group, for getting in touch and offering all this up to me, and do me such a fantastic deal on everything as well. So like I say, £30 for everything that you saw there. So absolutely buzzing. Probably 20-ish that will get donated to charity or passed across to the girlfriend. But yeah, some superb additions there. So that's going to take me some time to go through, double check which ones I need to keep, which ones I need to move on. But yeah, some superb additions ticked off the list. So many thanks for getting in touch, Rich. Very much appreciated. And all being well, as per our messages, I'll probably see you in the next couple of weeks to pick up another item, or maybe an item or two, depending if you found anything else out in the meantime. But yeah, should see you in a couple of weeks' time for that other item, all being well. For everybody else, hope you enjoyed that bumper horror haul. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Any movies there that I wasn't sure on that you know about, let me know. Always nice to have that interaction with you guys in the comments. And as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to get myself a top up on my coffee. I'm running dry, 1 hour and 6 minutes. Or maybe I'll have a cheeky beer. Decisions. Anyway, guys, I'll be back later on in the week. Thanks very much, as always, for watching. Bye for now.